Nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Is the Fed in a position right now, in your opinion, where we can navigate this rising rate environment without throwing the U.S. economy into recession?
The answer to your question is no. The Fed is not going to be able to do it in a successful fashion.
That's right. Everybody knows that. If you know the market, you know how the market works. For Powell to think, okay, you know what? We got this tremendous inflation, 40-year high inflation. And people are struggling. In spite of what you hear from the fake business news networks, who don't even agree with each other on the same network. Listen.
I just think that the fundamentals here, fundamentals in the economy, the balance sheets of corporations in the household sector, the earnings that are coming out and are likely to continue to be good this year, are just too strong for this thing to really get out of bounds on the downside right now.
Oh, just too strong. Same network, another guy, another jibber jabber.
If you look at wage growth, real wage growth over the last year, it's as negative as we've seen in 40 years.
That's why you don't listen to them. If you're going to purchase a stock, remember, all bets are off in 2008. There was a new game. It was a con game. It's a confidence game, which was great. We'll never have an opportunity to make the money we made in the market since 2008. I mean, all they did is made sure the market never went down for 14 years. Do you understand the inflation? And inflation is brutal. Inflation, if you're going to take down a country, I don't care what country, you want to take that country down and you want to go and to be a socialist country, they use inflation as a weapon to do that, That's how bad inflation is. People have no concept of what happened in 2008. They decided to go in 2008 where we had a free market system. We had price discovery. You and I would go against each other and finally decide what the price of a stock would be. It'd be a fair price called market. That all went out. It was all financially engineered for one thing. Don't let stocks come down. And when they rally, even if they have no profits, don't let them come down. But what stocks? We're not talking about the value stocks. We're talking about one group of stocks, the tech stocks. For 14 years, that made a fortune for a very small group of people. And that fortune that it made for a very small group of people cost a large group of people a tremendous amount of pain now and money. So the whole thing in 2008 was designed for the smallest amount of people to excel and do great. It was designed for the large group of people to suffer. It's called QE. That's what quantitative easing is. Why would any president or member of the House or the Senate, think about it, allow inflation to reach a 40-year high? Who would allow that? I would assume if you're in the Senate or you're in the House, you got to have some brains, although I question that. I mean, anybody that's in the House or anybody that's a senator, don't they understand what inflation is? So it's so bad, it's so destructive, it destroyed countries. Why would they allow that? They wouldn't. Not unless they were Marxists, like Bernie Sanders and AOC and her squad and Pelosi. See, those people like Pelosi and Schumer and Pocahontas, they're not communists. They're not really Marxists, but they want to be oligarchs. They want that power like an oligarch, like a Russian oligarch. It's the young ones like AOC and their squad, all these young kids that were taken over by these Marxist college professors. They really believe in this thing. So this inflation, they call it, in the last 14 years has destroyed our country. Nobody sees that. This is not going to work. You just don't simply go in for 14 years, you print money, and you keep rates low to push stocks up artificially. They're priced for 14 years. Remember, you're creating inflation. For 14 years, they purposely created inflation to move stocks up. Think about that. They purposely created inflation. Here we are trying to stop inflation. How did that work? Boy, we really accomplished a lot. Are you kidding? For 14 years, we generated inflation. We wanted inflation to be huge, so to push our tech stocks up. And now we want to turn around and just say, okay, no more inflation. Doesn't work like that. What do you think we're going to do? We're going to raise we're going to have 5 rate hikes, a quarter each. That's 125 basis points. And our inflation is 700 basis points. How is 125 basis points going to take down 700 basis? It's not. They know that. So there's no secret. Using inflation as a tool, this is what they really did this for, to overthrow our existing economic and social order. Believe it or not. No, you don't want to hear that. You think I'm crazy saying that. Nobody would ever allow us to get into this position of 40-year high on inflation. And then they're turning around. People are struggling with coffee up 92%, oil up 55%, cars 32%, lumber 30%. You know all the numbers. And now prices are going to climb? Are you kidding? Now your credit card is going to go up? That's right. All your payments are going to start going up. Your credit card payment, your mortgage payment, your business loan, your home improvement loan, your any adjustable rate loan, your student, everything is going to go up. So wait a minute, I don't get this. So they think the best way to beat this is now they created inflation, so everything's so overpriced. So your coffee went up 90% and your gasoline's up 30%. Now they say, gee, this would be a good time to raise your credit cards, raise their payments on mortgages, raise their payments on business loans, raise their payments on student loans, raise their payment on their house improvement loan. Wait, does that make any sense? If everybody's complaining about coffee and the price of used cars and beef and lumber and wheat, and sugar, hell, corn's up 40%. If everybody's complaining about, let's just complain about gasoline. Then why are we going to fix that by your credit card payments going up? Or your adjustable rate loan that you have, you add it onto a porch or kitchen. It's just inflation. Why would you ever raise rates when our valuations are insane? Market values of stocks to our economic GDP growth It should be, is at 216%. You know where it should be? At 69%. That's our trend line. We're going to raise rates when our economic GDP growth is up 216%, when it should be at 69%. What are they doing? Try to commit suicide here? Financial suicide? More when I come back. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Green at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Pick your words, say them again.
The FOMC is not thinking in terms of what's good for the Treasury or what's good for servicing the national debt. They're thinking really almost solely about what is best for the real economy in the United States.
Oh, yeah, they're really thinking about you. They're really thinking about me. Just like the Republicans really think about me. The Democrats really think about me. They only think about party. They could care less about us. I don't care if you're a Democrat, if you're a Republican. Those gas bags, they only care about themselves and their party, period. That's it. If you believe anything else, you're on something. Are you kidding? And do you think, if that was true, what Lockhart said, the Federal Reserve is concerned about you, they would have never, in 2008, put us the situation we are in now, 14 years later, which we can't get out of. This is going to fail. Don't believe a word these people are saying, that by raising rates, it's going to take care of 14 years of suppressing yields, these 10-year Treasury yields, to financially engineer one of the biggest crimes ever in the stock market, quantitative easing. That is a crime. Stock buybacks, a crime. If the FOMC was really thinking about us now, they should have been thinking about us 14 years ago, where we could go in and we could buy a stock. You and I could compete with each other on price discovery. Are you kidding? So think of what they're saying. Now, because of 14 years of a Ponzi scheme, of this confidence game, rather, 14 years, as a result, your coffee's up, what, 60, 80%? Your oil, your car, 33%. Get a used car, right? 33%. All corn, all this stuff, you know, when you go to the store, you come home and you got some meat and you go, oh my God, look what I paid for this meat. That started 14 years ago. They did this on purpose 14 years ago. Because, see, 14 years ago in 2008, they said, well, this is going to be cool. All we got to do is print money. And when we print that money, it's only one thing we have to do. We don't have to worry about profits. We don't have to worry about companies spending money on business investment. We don't have to worry about companies increasing wages. We can make a fortune. Members of Congress and us here in Wall Street will make a fortune. And we'll destroy the country while doing it, and who cares? The destruction will be inflation. And as I said a moment ago, why? Why would anybody think this was okay? Why would any president or member of a House or the Senate allow inflation to reach where used cars are up 36%. Rent, look what they're doing with rent with people. Or coffee, or meat. Why would anybody do that? Because they are making a fortune for themselves. Because remember, the very, very wealthy, see, remember, a very small amount of people really made out. Because the rich have assets. They have artwork. They have diamonds. They have exclusive real estate. They want inflation to go up. They want you to pay for that coffee going up 80, 90%. They want that meat, that beef you're buying up 20, 22%. They want that. Both the Democrats and the Republicans. They're going to do anything in 2008. Now, go back to 2008. This is when they decided to do this. They wanted their wealth back. They lost $11 trillion in wealth between stock market and between real estate. They wanted that back. So they didn't give a damn if chicken's up or coffee's up 92%, chicken's up 52%, beef's up 25%, natural gas up 40%. They could care less. I know you don't believe that. Now, think about this. And guess what? Nobody cared. If you didn't care, then here's what's going on. All you want to do is make money. And the other people who wanted this were those who want to get rid of our democracy. They want to get rid of our democracy. That's what it's all about. I mean, to get rid of what little is left of our free market system. We got very little bit. Remember, when the market goes up, it's not a free market system that moves your stock from 20 to 30 or from 20 to $25. That's not what it used to be, a free market system, no more. So there are people who allowed inflation to go up to a 40-year high. They'll let your beef cost you 20, 30% more. And it's those people who want to get rid of what we have left of a free market system. Your AOC, her squad, the radicals, inspired by their Marxist college professors. What are you, nuts? Obama, Biden, Sanders, Pelosi, Schumer. In 2008, they knew they were going to destroy you. They knew only the 1% were going to make out. You think they cared? No, because they were going to make a fortune. Look at the money Pelosi made in the stock market. These are Marxists. And the ones I just talked about, Pelosi and Schumer and Sanders, they don't want to be communists or they just want to make money. They want to be the oligarchs. After 14 years of financial engineering, what they call QE, they created a wealth inequality like never before. But boy, did we make a lot of money with it. They remember what they did, and nobody understands this. They took and stole $800 billion from those on Social Security who are savers. $800 billion. They stole from you. If you make 60, 70, 80, even 100,000, they stole from you $51 trillion. You're missing $51 trillion in wages. Just like those who get a Social Security check, they should be double what it is. This is what they did in 2008. This is what they did. So what do we do now? What's this market going to do now? How do we make money now? I know. I'll tell you when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
GDP price index, how is that calculated? That's not a number that we talk about all that frequently.
Well, the price index basically is looking at the amount of horsepower in the economy and the price associated with it to give us the final level numbers. So if you look at GDP, there's a dollar amount, and comparing that with regard to how the pricing components pushed it up there. And then when you look at the core personal consumption expenditure, of course, core is X food and energy, and some of those numbers historically have been much more accurate than other variables, which they continue to change, like CPI and PPI metrics.
All right, you got that now? You understand that? We're going to do a test here. I'm going to send you a test and I'll grade it for you. Understand? What an idiot. Why don't you just tell the truth? Because you can't. But I'll tell you the truth. GDP number is nothing but a bunch of manipulations, a bunch of lies. Just like when we get our, especially like when we get our employment numbers. Remember what they do with those? They have what they call the birth-death metric system. They want the unemployment numbers to look good. They birth jobs that aren't there. They want to go down to control the inflation. They death jobs, killed jobs. But let's talk about the GDP. It's not a measure of wealth. It's just unbelievable. It's not a measure of wealth at all. It's just a measure of income. But here's the problem with GDP. It's backward looking. The flow measures, okay, what it tells you is the value of goods and services produced in a period way back in the rearview mirror. Who cares about that? It's a joke. It's not accurate. It measures some pieces of a company that play a large role in our economy, and then it measures doesn't measure others, which it should. Here's one. Think about this: income generated in a country by an overseas company. Now, how do they count for that? So, if you have income generated in Europe, okay, by GE, how's that transferred back to foreign investors? Because, first of all, it's not even taken into account. That's the first thing. So they always overstate a country's economic output because they don't even count it. So if income's generated, it's not transferred back to the foreign investor. It's not taken into account into the GDP. I could go on and on. It's one of the worst. That's why she says, gee, we don't talk about that number much because it's a bunch of nonsense. So when they came out and said today with GDP, they said, oh, wow, it was great.
And finally, GDP, first look at fourth quarter, is 6.9%. Much better than the 5.5%. Boy, we are cooking in grease.
Boy, we are cooking, man. Yeah, whoa, yeah, we're cooking. People are out there trying to make ends meet. We're cooking, all right. Look, just like the stock market, let me tell you, if you just listen, please, and I tell my members this all the time, will you stop looking at the numbers? There's only one thing. This market is just, it's financially engineered. Do you understand that? They decide to move the stock market up 600% in 14 years. They're only supposed to do that in 1 year. They decided not to stop the con game. They decided not to stop. It was too good. People were making money so easy. I mean, think about it. Your stock would go up and you made $10,000 a week. Okay, if you're a big boy, you made $10,000 a week, and you didn't have to check if the company was making money. The stock still went up if it didn't make money. You didn't have to care about the management, if the management's good or bad. You always had to figure out if the management was good or bad. You would rate the management, how they produced. That was a big thing. We used to rate how much free cash flow did this company have. It doesn't matter if they don't have any cash flow anymore. It's real simple. What they did is they just said, let's just keep printing massive amount of money, and we'll destroy the dollar. Who cares? We'll destroy the dollar because that's good for me. I'm a 1%er. That's good for Congress, the government, who spends $3 trillion a year more than they take in. They owe money. That's good for the government because they have budget deficits and they have trade deficits. So how do they pay those down? Create inflation, destroy the dollar, destroy the value of the dollar, and we'll pay our debt down with dollars that are falling in value. And one day, China's going to say, screw you. I want you to write me a real check or I want you to pay me in gold. You owe me $1 million this week. But that $1 million, you tell me you don't owe me $1 million because the dollar dropped. Now you're saying you only owe me $700,000 instead of $1 million. What are you, nuts? That's what's going on. The stock market, if you just know what you're doing and what to look for, you can make all the money you want. And I don't want to say it this way. Everybody makes the stock market harder than it is because you're listening to these idiots like Kramer gets out. He wants to impress you like he's this genius. Yeah, that he knows this guy and he knows that guy. And the other day he comes out, he's losing all his viewers. This is nuts. Listen to what he said the other day because he was losing so many viewers because he was losing so much money for these people.
I'm no longer inclined to recommend companies that lose money.
Gee, that's a good one. He's not inclined to recommend stocks of companies that lose money. Well, as I said to you, now that's pretty stupid from a guy who says charts are no good. Charts are no good. I base my decisions on fundamentals. I know everything about the company. I know the CEO. I know the president. I know the guy who cleans the bathroom. I know everybody. I go do all that research, Kramer used to say. I know it all. I'm a genius. Bye. He lost so much money for people in this recent market we've had because people don't know how to sell short. See, my members, part of Phil's gang, when the market goes up, they make money, but as important, when the market goes down, they make money. Because we don't follow the BS. We follow the flow of money. It's called trend money. When money goes into a stock, it creates a trend to go up. If money comes out of a stock, it creates a trend going down. So you pay attention to the trend and you only pay attention to the volume. If the trend is going up and you have a lot of volume, then it's going to stick. If the trend is going up and you don't have a lot of volume, it's down. Just like the other day when I told my members, when the market hit it was on January 24th, Monday, remember? This Monday? Market went down, dropped 1,000 points. And I told my members, take profits, it's going to go right back up. And it did. It went right back up. How did I know that? Because I said to my members, come on with me. And I actually did this. Come with me. I said, let's go through the Dow 30 stocks. And let's find out in the Dow what's making this stock go down 1,000 points. It was only like two or three stocks. So I said, see, this is not going to stick. If there was 25% of the Dow 30 stocks were participating in that 500 or that 1,000 point drop, it would stick. It would stay down there and then open up lower the next day. But because there's so few stocks, it's not going to stick. So let's take our profits. It went up 1,000 points. So we're fine. We're making money on the way back up. Before that, when the market dropped, it was the day before, I think 2 days, 3 days before that, same thing happened. Did the same thing with them. I said, let's go to the Dow. Let's see how many stocks are making this thing go up and down. And I'll tell you the rest of the story when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020. Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Okay, so he's telling us right now, the Powell, that he's going to take and he's going to raise short-term Fed rates. That's the rate at which he charges banks overnight to borrow money. So he gives money to J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, the Fed, and then those guys loan to banks, to hedge funds, stock brokerage companies, money overnight. And then in the morning, they pay it back and they get a 2% interest. That's what they do every night, okay? So that's called the Fed fund rate. The problem with that Fed fund rate, when they start raising rates to the banks overnight, then your car payment goes up, your credit card payment goes up, your business loans go up. Now, what he is saying right now, he's going to raise rates. He's going to raise rates 5 times. It's not going to help with inflation because 125 basis point move against a 700 basis point, it's like putting ink in the ocean and think you made a difference. So he knows this is not going to work. And what he wants is just a way out to let this market totally crash because he has no choice. Because he did not take this market in 2008, Bernanke, and go into a recession. We have not had a recession. They've been propping this market up, which everybody's made a fortune in. And now we're going to make another fortune on the way down if you know how to short. Now, the biggest problem why this isn't going to work, because you can't taper. In other words, you can't raise short-term Fed rates so a person's car payment goes up, his credit card payment goes up when they're a start of an inverted yield curve. You can't do that. You'll kill them. You can't do it when all this buying on the dip, which is a sucker place, is not working. You can't do it when debt to GDP should be at 77%, but it's at 125. You can't do it. See, the only time you can do something like this, what he's doing, if everything falls in line. But he knows nobody understands that, and he knows his back is against the wall. He knows he can't do anything, okay, to get out of this mess he's in. Remember, it wasn't just he who created this mess. It was Bernanke, Yellen, because remember who they work for, the president. And Obama, remember, wanted this market to go up. Trump wanted the market to go up. They all wanted to go up. They would never do what was right and let the market go down, clean itself out. So now when you come in and you try to fix it, how can you fix it? You can't fix it because the valuations, take our market value of stocks, compare it to our economic GDP growth. It's at 216. It should be at 69. That's the historic. Inflation, okay? I mean, insider selling is historic. You can't taper. You can't turn around and say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop keeping rates low. I'm now going to stop doing that. I'm going to let rates go up now. And I'm going to let people pay more on their adjustable rate loans, auto loans, student loans, credit card loans. Well, you can't do that when there's a lot of inside selling, and we have historic inside selling. You can't do that. You'll kill the person. Stock buybacks. They're still doing $5 billion a day in stock buybacks. You can't do what he's doing. You can't taper. That's why the tapering failed in 2013. The tapering failed in 2018. The tapering failed in 2020, and it's going to fail again. And he knows that. But he just wants this over with, and he's going to kill everybody. The economy's not growing. I'm not talking about the BS GDP they give you. The real economy is not growing. You can't taper. You can't start raising rates when your economy's not growing. The real economy I'm talking about, it's not growing. You can't have trade deficits that are $80 billion a month. You can't taper. You can't do what he's doing. So, that's why it's so important for you, anybody who's in the market, to have an understanding when the market's going down, how to make money with it going down. You just don't sit there. Gee, I don't know how to short. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to pray. I'm going to hope and pray. Call my broker 10 times a day. What should I do? What should I do? We're making money. Now, you got 10 days to check if I'm telling you the truth. We work very hard. The first thing we work hard on is to make sure our members don't lose money. That's the most important thing. And the other thing, we make sure they have an understanding of how the market works. See, most people just listen to these dopes on these fake business news networks. Whatever they say, they follow. They should understand what happens with gold. When does gold go up? When does gold go up? When does gold go down? If the dollar goes down, is gold going up? These are things you need to know. But you don't have to come in and study anything. We do all that for you. We start here at 4 a.m. every day. We know how the market works. And then you just pick one of our stocks in our portfolio, our active portfolio. Pick a stock. We have what they call the Working Investor Group. So if you're going to sign up tonight for a free 10-day trial, make sure you click Working Investor Group. And then Steve today at 2 o'clock, he posts each one of the stocks to tell the members what to do with each one of our stocks in our member portfolio.
Lowe's. Continue to hold this one short with light shares. Our stop is 235.45. Or wait.
I mean, he's right there with you. He tells you what to do. If you don't want to go to class, that's fine. If you don't want to learn what a stop is, that's fine. Just basically all you're doing is we're making the trades, the investments, and you just copycat what we're doing. You just copycat it. That's all. It's fun. And you're not going to be caught. You're not going to care if the market's going down or it's going up and listen to these fools. So the bottom line is this. This is not going to work. What's going to happen in the next couple, and I was right so far. Ask any of my members, I was dead right so far. I told them when the market broke through 470, it would stop. And I said it would stop. I said it would stop going down around 456. And I said it will rally back up. That's what we want. I said that's what we want. Then when it takes it out the second time, we'll sell it short. And then boom, it went down. And then the day, it was on January 24th when it went down 1,000 points. I told all my members, I sent them an alert, and I said, take profits. We're shorting. We're making money. Guy said, it's not going to stay here. It's going to go back up. Now, there's 2 times I did that with them. And the first time I did it, I said, let's go to the Dow 30 stocks, and let's see what's driving down the market. Well, when we went to the Dow 30 stocks, we found out the banks were taking, out of the 30 stocks, 2 stocks were making the market go down 500 points, just 2. A little bit with Home Depot. I said, when you see something like that, and the market's going down and we're making money shorting, make sure we take our profits because it's going to go back up. It's not going to hold. Exactly what happened that day. It stopped going down, went right back up. The next time it did that was on Monday. The market went down 1,000 points. And I said, come on, let's take a look, see what it is. There was only 3 stocks. They were taking the market down. I said, see, that's not enough. Only 3 out of 30 stocks taking the market down? No, that's a knee-jerk reaction. So let's take profits. It's going to go back up. And we did. So we know how the market works. So our members aren't going to sit there and get hurt. And they're going to make money when the market goes down. Now, if you don't believe me, you got 10 days to disprove me. And it's fun because we don't have to sit there and worry. Oh my gosh, the market going to go down. Now, inflation, remember, when you have all this money supply, they keep printing and printing and printing and printing, and that money supply, that expansion of money, is going up faster than what they're producing, faster than the output. That's really bad. See, these are things that we know, okay, and understand, and we know how to set up our investments, our trades. We know when they're lying about the tapering. Okay, we know. I mean, you can't, what he's doing right now, you can't do it. When you can't do what he's doing when we have peak manufacturing. We had peak manufacturing in April. We had peak production in April. We had peak employment in April, and China peaked. You can't do what he's doing when that's peaked. And our debt peaked. Our debt peaked. You can't do it. Join my gang free for 10 days and have fun. And you get good night's sleep, too.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.